What's up, guys? We're back. I want to welcome all the new subscribers who decided to join the journey, and if you haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button so you can be a part of the team that's going to be growing avocados here. Look at this day, look at how foggy it is. It's so cool. So I'm going to talk you through my Zutano and my Mexicola. All right, quick update on my Mexicola and my Zutano. So this is my Mexicola, and it's been about 6 months since I've shown you kind of what it looks like. So it's really taken off, and I got this as a 15-gallon, and really it was only up to probably maybe right here on the stake, and now it's taken off. So, and as you know, I already showed you guys that it started to flower. It's December 5th, which is odd. Actually, it flowered like last month, but what I've noticed so far is that let's see if I could get it to zoom in correctly so you can see it. Some of the flowers flower and then the fruit sticks a little bit and then kind of falls off. But like if you look here, you can see there's fruit right there and it looks like it might stick. So who knows? Wish us luck. Same thing here. See if I could zoom in. I'm not sure if it's gonna zoom correctly, but it looks like there's some fruit, like right there. You see that? Which is cool, but they really haven't been sticking. So just kind of wanted to give you a quick glimpse of my Mexicola right now. So I'll also show you my Zutano next. Okay guys, so it was around tax day 2021 that I showed you my Zutano. Today is December 5th, and this is what it looks like right now. So it's kind of really taken off. It's about 6 feet tall now. You can see where my stake is, and it's starting to outgrow the stake. So I did kind of tie it onto the stake to kind of train it to go more upright. We do have some winds that kind of blow through, so that's part of why I have the stake on the right hand side, because the wind blows from right to left from your screen. So, and the weather right now, it's actually really cool looking. We got the haze is starting to burn out a little bit, but this morning it was so thick that you couldn't even see like these trees up there. So that was actually kind of cool. And what's nice about having, you know, the haze and all of the moisture in the air is that this is what happens. All of that moisture just collects right on the leaves. And so now some of you guys may say, hey, what's the drip line? Well, this is the drip line. This is where the leaves collect the water from the air that's flowing through, and so it drips down right there, which is, so that's kind of where the roots are wanting to go, right? They go where the water is. I don't know, let's see if I can zoom in so you can see that portion of it. So that's, you see that will drip down straight down. That's where the drip line's at. So that's where, you know, you need to do some fertilizer, and also you know, making sure that your avocados are hydrated up to that area. So, but this one's looking good. Now I'll show you some footage of it when it well, it's been about a year since I've put this in the ground. So when I first got this, it was probably up to here, so you can see it's, yeah, it was a really small 5-gallon, but I wanted a Zutano, so I just went and got it. And the other option was to get a 15-gallon, but I had time and I figured it was good to just go ahead and get a 5-gallon and just kind of work it. So what's going on right now is that we got some new growth coming up, and it also looks like there's like almost like buds forming. I'm not sure if we can zoom in, but yeah, there we go. You can see that. It's probably a combination of getting ready to flower. Um, but now that I'm starting to look at it a little bit closer, it looks like it's just leaves, new leaves coming out. So we have some of the old leaves that fell, and then some of these new leaves that are coming out that you can see it's like that kind of like coppery red, burgundy, not that deep red as some other varieties, but really cool looking also. So you can see that. Also, I'm gonna show you a stem that you can see it has kind of a little bit like red specks on there too. So I'm out here checking out my Zutano, and there's some discussions about the stem having the red freckles or specks. This is my Zutano, and I can see it has some of that right now, which is actually interesting to see. I don't know if you guys are noticing it on yours or not, but I'm gonna see if I can document it on some of my other varieties as it kind of grows, so we'll see. But excited about this Zutano. Now I did go down to our, I guess I would call it my local farmer stand, which is a little bit of a drive, but it has a bunch of avocados that they will provide during different times of the season. And right now, apparently, the Zutano is in season, so that's what, I mean, at least that's what the lady told me. The fruit kind of looks a little bit like a Forte, but she said it was Zutano, so I'm taking it for her word. Now, these are about $1.50 each, so I got 2 of them, $3. So excited to try these out also, knowing that I give myself a chance to taste it and have something to look forward to when I get a chance to get some fruit off of my own Zutano. So the fact that this one's growing nicely and already getting past my stake and already past probably about 6 feet tall in about a year's time. So we'll see this coming spring if it really flowers and start to hold some fruit. So, and the main reason why I bought this Zutano and wanted to have a Zutano in my mini grove here is because I wanted, and as many people and growers do, they add a Zutano to be a pollinator for their A-types. So as you know, the Zutano is a bee. Here's an A-type Hass. So having the Hass right next to the Zutano makes a lot of sense. And I also have a reed, which is right here, and my reed's taken off also, which is great. So some of the issues that I had really was just the raccoon going around digging around the area down here, probably looking for grubs. Well, I think the raccoons kind of, after that night I came out here and maybe I spooked them, they kind of disappeared for some time now. And then, but the thing is, I also applied a little pepper going around, so maybe the pepper and or the combination of pepper and me being out here that night probably scared mama away from here with her 4 babies. So I think I'm gonna leave the raccoons alone. From what I've heard, they really don't go after avocados. I just don't like them digging around the root ball area because they do expose the roots for mine. So other than that, you know, probably squirrels and possums and maybe some other stuff might be more, and rats probably will eat your avocados and get your fruit before raccoons do. So so I'm probably just gonna leave them alone at this point. Now if it was like a rat problem, I am gonna have to figure out like traps and things like that. So yeah, so this Zutano was a little slow growing at first, and it finally caught on and just finally really started taking off, so that's a good thing. And as you know, I've already done a little video on watering, and all I have on this is just 2 micro sprays right now, and they're seeming to help. I mean, it applies water kind of like more evenly. It's not like those like a drip where it's actually applying water in one spot. So this kind of spreads the water out a little bit, which is kind of nice. So that's my Zutano, and follow along if you guys are interested in seeing the progress on this tree, and follow along if you're doing your own journey and you know seeing where we both go with trying to get some avocados in the future. So if I do get flowers this spring and get some fruit, I'll share that, and anytime I do fertilize, I'll share that so you can actually do the same thing, and then hopefully we'll be doing the same thing together and getting tons and tons of fruit together. All right, talk to you guys later. See ya.